Look, I always say that life and time are the best two teachers. I always thought about this, so I had to Google it up, and I found out that this is actually accurate. Life teaches us to make good use of our time, and time teaches us to use the value of life, right? So, or rather, time teaches us the value of life. Hello, everybody. So on that note, I want to say happy December to everybody who's celebrating. I am celebrating. I am born in December. And this guy is getting married in December. This guy travels in December. This man also has a good time in December as well. Gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. No, this is not Dirty December. What we're doing this year, I saw somewhere it was, it said stacked December, stacked.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how stacked it is for you, but for me, I feel like when December comes around, think about being alive. And I see the engagement ring, my brother. Put it out there. I see. This is the first time I've seen this ring. But no, this is the first time.
This is the first time, Abi.
On this set, yes.
On this set.
Please.
We're legally married now.
Legally married people in the house.
Well, cheers,
my brother. Cheers, my brother. That works. Totally love that. You're my kind of person. I don't like a gold ring. I'm not sure if anybody agrees with me. I'm not a gold ring person. So normally I want to have the Cuban links on this shirt. You know how Jay-Z wears a black shirt and he wears a Cuban link?
You see, that makes sense. Is it possible to say you have a wedding or you have a coming together where it is not necessarily defined by the ring? Maybe it's defined by something else.
Okay.
You mentioned Cuban links. Maybe like something else. Maybe I don't know.
Well, they can use the Bible. I mean, I guess.
No. I feel like there's nothing wrong with I think what humans have done in the sense that I give you a ring as a sign of my commitments. Yeah. I mean it's material,
more or less,
but it's significant.
More or less, the ring almost is saying we are hoodwink.
No.
As the ring is,
I'm about
endless.
to hoodwink
That's
you.
how our love will always be endless.
Oh my God!
Is that
that's it actually?
Really? Oh my God!
The ring is it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good one. I don't know if I'll be the most committed guy with the ring. That's the thing.
But
I don't wear rings.
People find it very difficult.
I don't wear rings.
I think a lot of people don't wear rings.
A lot of people, yeah.
Don't wear rings.
I think
the day this man gets married and doesn't wear his ring,
you know that there's a problem.
You know that he's cheating.
Yeah, well, clearly, he's cheating.
You know that there's something wrong.
Yeah, because Rufai is naturally a ring guy.
Because I know people who don't wear rings.
How do you know?
Don't just.
Rufai wears a black ring, wears a silver ring.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you wear.
I wear ring all the time.
You wear the ring all the time?
Yeah,
never noticed
all the time.
Well, maybe because you sit like this. Right? Maybe it's because you sit like this.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks good. I want to have a black ring, so I was saying. I'm not the kind of guy that will have
black ring. Looks really,
yeah. So if I want to have a ring, it will be a black ring.
Yeah, we actually got the black one, so we're changing to the black one after the wedding.
My man. I like that. So
Boys
welcome
to men.
everybody. Look,
Boys to men.
Boys to men, right? Someone said we don't introduce everybody, so I'm just going to officially do that. On Monday. Welcome to the podcast. Always a pleasure. I like the heart you put into this thing. Wale wearing the merchandise. I brought a cap on set today.
Okay.
And I think we should actually make some caps for the podcast. I think the idea should be THP, right? The Hindsight Podcast, right? We should make some shirts.
THP.
THP.
We should actually do some giveaway, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Giveaways, nice stuff.
You took that right out of me. I think we can do giveaways.
Yeah,
but should we do
for December?
Do you think
Christmas? Before Christmas?
Your Christmas is gone. You are getting married on the 11th.
From there,
your Christmas is gone. You get, because I don't know if I told you guys. It's so hard to reach Wale on anything these days. So I reach him. Wale, can we get this thing out? Wale reply 4 hours after.
He's in the wedding mode.
Wedding mode. So I don't.
We understand.
Guys, pray for us heading into the December.
Because we have capable hands. We have Aino behind the camera today, so he's going to be able to sort out everything. That
before I know get my trust in.
Honeymoon.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Where?
So I'll be back on the 26th. We're going to Benin Republic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
love it.
My bro.
Love
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Wale
about.
Ola, this is the man who produces the podcast, puts out every bit of snippet you see on Twitter, Instagram. Good to see him get married as well, and he's moving to the island as well, just to just to show you that levels ain't changed, just a slight split. Luckily, Rufai, always a pleasure.
Absolutely,
my man.
IBK
is here in the building. IBK actually came late, right? And I'm gonna have a problem with IBK.
Yeah,
Because
you feel like
look,
throwing
we're,
him under the
we're
bus.
calling everybody out. We don't even care. We're calling you out straight away. IBK came late. Get the fuck out of here.
So what do we do? Do we kick out one person on the table?
No, I think,
or we roll as natural?
I think for the first time we can actually swap. So
You can swap, yeah?
I'll do 15 minutes.
15 minutes and you swap, right?
Yeah, IBK will back.
The problem, and it's great because
Wale is in wedding mode, so I can understand.
It's just being
You are
benevolent.
nice.
Yeah.
You're very benevolent.
Being benevolent. What I love about the fact that IBK is not on set for the first 15 minutes, I was speaking about the Ballon d'Or, right? So we had a full,
Lovely.
attack.
I can't forget it there already. I can't forget it there already. I think it was last year. Say who? Before
Before IBK go say Messi was driving a golf. He was driving a golf 4.
He got fall into the.
But he can't overtake Lewandowski.
You get. But no, look, in the spirit of the Christmas that's coming, I want to really say that there are things that make you happy as a human being, and this gathering every Thursday makes everyone here really happy. And I can tell from the messages we get all the time, people in our DMs, people sending us messages on Twitter, that we manage to put a smile on people's faces in whatever little way. And that, to be honest, the guys cannot tell you enough how much they appreciate that. So thank you for that. We're still also trying to reach that 1K on YouTube. We did a great job actually last week. We're trying to get to 1K. We got to about 970, something like that. So yeah. And a couple of people are calling us. They want to put money on. So we're moving in the right direction. Hopefully we can share this largesse, right? So let's get into that Ballon d'Or conversation, shall we? I always say that the Ballon d'Or is awards are a natural fodder for discussions, for endless, banter and talk and all that stuff, right? Both on social media, if you walk into a bar with some friend, awards are easy conversation starters. It's hard to go into the technical details of football with anybody at the bar, but easily you can strike a conversation and say like, this guy don't win Ballon d'Or, and anybody can easily relate. What I always say is that don't think that awards are the equivalent of someone being the best or the MVP. Right? When you look across the US sports, I think that US give the best awards in sports. The US sports ecosystem. So if you see the MVP during the NBA season, there's an MVP for that season, but there's an MVP for the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is more significant. Actually.
Which is
Maybe it has more hype around
has more hype because in the end you're working towards something. But there is an MVP for the all season.
Yeah.
So great conversation starter, Ballon d'Or, but there are a few things we have to say. And this will be the only time we say this on this podcast, because next year we'll always be in this cycle where God keeping us alive, we have to talk about the Ballon d'Or again. So we'll never have to talk about this in this detail. So if you're a bit, pardon us for that. I was on Twitter and I found that Paul Kennedy, one of the guys who is on the jury for the Ballon d'Or voting, felt very benevolent to tweet and say, this is what the Ballon d'Or organization sent to us to vote on. This is the criteria they sent to us. The first criteria, I'd say, is individual and team performance in the calendar year. In every calendar year, the first criteria is individual and team performance, January 1 to October 24th. The second criteria is talent and sportsmanship of the player, right? The third criteria is the player's overall career. So let's break that down. First of all, there are only 181 member associations, journalists that are allowed to vote. So in Nigeria, you have one person allowed to vote. I don't know. I think it was Collingwood or something like that at some point in time, right? But there are actually 211 member associations on FIFA. So first of all, a bit of inclusivity, if you ask me. Sarcasm. I don't need to explain that, right? But let's talk about individual and team performance. Let's look at the three top players: Lewandowski, Messi, and Jorginho, right? Let's start with Lewandowski. Lewandowski, I think, scored 45 goals in about 35 games for Bayern Munich last year. So if you think about the individual talents and performance on show in that calendar year, above everybody.
Yeah. Above the three of them.
Team performance, he won
The German League. German Cup.
Did they win the Derby poker?
I don't think he won the German Cup. I think Dortmund won the
Okay.
Yeah. So won the German League. So what is clear, what we established is that individual performance, head and shoulders above everybody, right?
Yeah.
Talk about Messi now. Individual performance, scored a couple of goals for Barcelona last
before
year.
you move to Messi, the Euros.
No.
Lewandowski.
No, which I'll come back to it, right?
All right.
So Messi individual performance, Lewandowski clearly better than him as far as individual performances go. But he won the Copa del Rey.
For club.
No.
Individual performance.
Hold on.
Individual performance all round.
I think we can agree that
Messi was highest goal scorer and highest assist at the Copa America.
How many goals did he score?
6, I think about 6 goals.
No,
6
the
goals.
Total,
Or 5.
So he scored, I think 4 goals.
everything Messi scored.
Four goals.
Everything Messi scored was not up to what Lewandowski scored.
Right?
So he said
Alright.
Individual performance.
Alright.
Can we agree that Lewandowski had the individual better year than every other player
Yeah, of
on the
course.
planet?
Yes.
I don't
I agree.
think that's an
Yeah,
argument.
That's not an argument.
Yeah,
That's
considering
not an
they are
argument.
both goal scorers,
Yeah,
strikers,
goal
or
scorers,
whatever,
strikers,
you know,
pointsmen for their team. So
point men, for their team.
So stands out, right? Messi, team performance. Won Copa del Rey with Barcelona. Won the Copa America
With
with Argentina, right? The Copa America is held every year now, these days. Might have another one in December.
I think he has won it now, so it will be back to 2 years.
Might have another one tomorrow.
You might have another one, they move it around, which is great, right? So we can agree that as far as team performances go, Messi has a bit of a slight edge.
I think Messi edges that.
Yeah, edges that, right?
Alright,
edges that.
alright.
No wahala with that.
Okay.
Jorginho, individual performance, he's clearly the third in that position.
Yeah,
right? But team performance, Champions
He's on
League,
top.
bigger than everybody else.
Euros is on top of that.
Bigger than everybody else.
Would they have won it without him?
Right? So
No. Team performance.
No, so
Team
Not
performance.
individual.
team
now.
performance.
Team performance is
So-
on top of everybody.
this is the power.
And it was a very important part of the team. Both
yeah.
teams.
So team performance on top of everybody else. Individual, Lewandowski is best. Messi is second. Jorginho is third. But as far as team, Messi is first. Lewandowski
Jorginho is first.
Jorginho is first.
Messi second.
Messi is second, right? So this is the part where in the movie they now show you why they wanted to say that. Lewandowski plays for Poland at the Euros. And I always say this: you're not at fault for where you get born.
Yeah.
Of course.
I would have if my parents made a few left
You're about
turns.
to say something
my
slanderous.
parents
Just keep quiet.
Made a few left
Just keep
turns,
quiet, son.
You
will
apply for a few
thank
other
me
jobs.
later.
I probably would have been born in the UK. Yeah, probably working for Sky 10 years earlier than, which means I work for Sky someday, right? Sky, please make it happen. So yeah, you're not at fault for where you get born. He's a Poland player. You don't expect Poland to ever, or they probably would, but the chances are slim that Poland would win the Euros, right? So despite his best efforts for Poland, I mean, he's in the team, right? So you can never really use country to judge a player Lewandowski. How about if he came from Israel, right? Like Ali Day came from Iran,
Yeah.
right? So let's move on from that. The next criteria is talent and sportsmanship. As far as talent goes in the world,
That's why Simon Kjær is in the 11 anyways.
wait, as far as talent goes in the world, right? The best player as far as talent goes in the world we've ever seen, probably,
Messi.
arguably, is Messi.
Okay.
So by that criteria,
He will always beat
he will
everybody.
beat everybody constantly. Beat everybody constantly. And sportsmanship
Also, because I think he's a nice guy. You know, nice guy around the
sportsmanship
pitch.
is my word against yours, right?
No, but
Sportsmanship
sportsmanship will be.
what your teammates
Hold
will
on.
say.
Sportsmanship will be the way, because first thing is perception. How you perceived around the sporting circle. How do people see you, and who are you on the pitch? Because Messi is a nice guy. He probably gets kicked more than any other.
More nice than Lewandowski.
No. I think Messi gets kicked more than. I don't think Lewandowski gets the kind of attention
Nice guy,
Messi
by the
gets.
way.
Can I quickly say
No,
something?
hold on. He doesn't get the kind of-
Messi wasn't kicked by the administrator at Barcelona that he went after.
But that time he said that.
No, but that's not football. That's
No, but it's
administration.
No,
We're talking football.
Sportsmanship is on and off the field.
He
No,
said
that's-
sportsmanship.
Oh, okay.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, I think I
So
agree
your
with that.
conduct on and off.
On off the field, you
No,
understand?
but if people are not doing things the way they should
No,
do,
that's another conversation.
no, if people are not doing things the way they should do, calling them out or
No,
asking for
That's
responsibility
another conversation.
is
That's
not on
another conversation.
sportsmanship.
Calling them out.
It's not, right?
Calling them out is not, against being a good sportsman.
Surely it was Messi that kicked
right?
out. That kicked
But
out.
the way what you say to them in calling them out is what defines your sportsmanship. Messi said, "You don't know anything about football." You can
and
call them out.
and he wasn't wrong about that.
That was lost in translation, right?
No. It wasn't lost in translation now. But let's move on. Make we know
Right. So which is why I said, as far as talent goes, arguably the best player we've seen in talent as far as talent goes. But sportsmanship is my word against yours. So what you can tell me and what I can tell you.
I think I'll agree with that.
Do you understand? So
I think I'll agree
we can call
with
it truth on that. Is anybody's guess
okay.
to who will win that. Where I have a problem with is the third category. And shout out to Paul Kennedy for making us have an insight into this. The player's overall career is the third criteria the Ballon d'Or picks.
I can smash the table
which is why
I
Neymar
can
will
smash
always
the
be
table.
in the top 10.
I can smash the
Nonsense.
table and say absolute rubbish.
Which third criteria?
Which is why Ronaldo
If I'm on the board,
Absolute rubbish.
Look, see.
No, absolute rubbish. I cannot wrap my head around it.
So now we understand why Schneider played everything he played in 2010
so
and didn't win.
if you're going to
Fallen
win
as
the
well at the
award,
World Cup.
you're going to win the award because Messi took the ball 10 years ago and ran the length of the pitch, or won the La Liga 5 times.
I mean, there's no player in the world that can stand beside Messi as far as players of our career. There are only two players: Cristiano Ronaldo and Dani Alves.
Yeah,
Those are the only two
in
players,
terms of consistency,
you know,
in the last
that
decade.
can say anything about
Yeah.
overall career
Yeah.
with Lionel Messi.
Sergio
So
Ramos?
if I'm, Ramos as well.
yeah,
So if I look at the list, if I'm on the jury and I look at the list, I say overall career, of course, the only two players I can think about, Ronaldo and Messi. So if you're on the list with them, know that you are dead, right? Talent, Messi, of course, is the most talented player I've ever seen, right? You move on to the first criteria rather, individual and team performance.
Yeah.
So what I tell people is that this award doesn't make sense in any regard, which is why I don't speak about it.
So it's like
So in the end, even the 181 member nations, I have a problem with that. FIFA has 211 associations, right? And it says it's a global game. You don't have 181. What happened to the rest of the 20 something associations there?
So does
what
it
if a player
Okay.
what if a player came from North Macedonia or something like that, and they're not on
Yeah. The shortly.
on the jury, the 181 association? What happens to that player? He has no representation.
no
So-
representation. Where it is possible you might lose the award by a vote.
By a vote. You get what I mean? So I tell people, even before I had this insight, that for me as a human being, I don't rate. I don't give a lot of attention to awards.
Yeah,
I understand what it does for people because we're all different. Not everybody can be like you be, and that would be weird if everybody thought like me. But for example, if I just want to digress to music a little bit. Nas never won the Grammys until last year. Nas never won the Grammys. Can you believe that Nas never won the Grammys? This is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Up until 2014 or 2015, Leonardo DiCaprio never won the
Oscars.
Yeah,
Until
because
Revenant.
until
Until
Revenant.
Revenant.
They always used to have
Or
his
you-
best
and you know-
movies
and you know,
clash with the best movies that year.
Nas said never cover the Rolling Stone, but I don't swear.
But I don't sweat it. You understand? You can't show me. You can't show me another guy that is flyer than me or has more flows than me. But that's an aside. So every year I see the Ballon d'Or competition and I say, look, it's great for content. It's great for social media. It's great for numbers. But when you look at it for what it's worth, it is not worth you being stressed about it. It is not the equivalent to an MVP.
Okay,
No,
but,
I
but what I want to
think-
say is that I feel like the criteria for the Ballon d'Or maybe has now changed slightly, because up until maybe when Modric won it, it was always an individual award. For instance, when Messi won it in 2010, he scored 91 goals, right? When he 2012, when he beat, who did he beat to win the Ballon d'Or?
I don't follow the Ballon d'Or. I don't know.
But most of the players that have lost the Ballon d'Or to either Messi or Ronaldo have been team players, or players that you say don't have the numbers to match their numbers.
Another
Right?
thing I
but
would
the
say
thing
is,
is,
So,
but you see,
but
you
now,
see-
why are we now saying, for instance, now, how did Modric then break that and win it?
another thing I would
And
say.
then why did you now switch back to team performance now when Lewandowski is now
generally
an
for me,
performer?
generally for me, I think what everything you have said, what it can help people with is that you have to understand. It's like when you start a business, right? You start a business and you know that, this guy is a millionaire, this guy is a billionaire. My business, I'm trying to attract these guys. That's a millionaire, he's a billionaire. But I have to make it seem like I'm a people's, business. So everybody can accept me. But ultimately, I'm trying to attract this millionaire and this billionaire. So, but the way I put it out, I'm putting it out like, everybody, can access me.
Inclusivity.
I'm for everybody. But below everything I'm putting
underlying
out,
tone.
the underlining tone, my strategies, my one-on-one strategy, everything I'm trying to do is to be able to attract the millionaire and the billionaire.
Just be like good.
You understand?
Just be
That's what it is.
exotic,
So the Ballon d'Or-
exotic brand.
And I always say as well, there are things we say that are eternal contradictions. When you say that football is a team sport, and you immediately, at the end of the year, the biggest awards in football is given to an individual player, you do two things. You betray the spirit of the game, and you also... I've forgotten the second thing I wanted to say. I put it in my mind. But basically, you betray the very spirit of what you say football is.
You contradict the
You
fact that
contradict the fact that
football,
it's a team sport.
it's
So,
a
for
team
example,
sport.
it will be crazy for me if an award comes up and they say the biggest influencer in digital space goes to Wale, right? Wale produces the podcast, but if he doesn't show up on any given day, just like IBK didn't show up, there'll be a problem. If we don't fill this place with people that understand what they're talking about, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You get. So if Wale goes up on the stage and takes that award, even he betrays the spirit of his team.
If he doesn't
Do you
show
understand?
gratitude, yeah.
So what I see now is
I get your point.
Yeah. Also, what I see now is that it's not possible. It doesn't make sense that football has one overall award as MVP. What makes sense is
to have a best striker,
have a best
best midfielder, have a best defender, have a best
goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
So
now
and if you come out tops in that category, you are the best at what you do.
Because you would have fulfilled the criteria.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able
because
to
I don't,
be
cannot,
them.
I don't
Because
think it makes sense.
I look at
that
Liverpool.
you call. Sorry. So I don't think it makes sense that you say Messi is the most valuable player in the world or Ronaldo is the most valuable player in the world. But I know that Messi cannot tie my boots when it comes to defending.
What does that mean?
He cannot tie my boots when it comes to distributing the ball.
Liverpool, for instance, Salah is going to score tons of goals at the end of the season. Firmino is going to score goals. Mane is going to score goals. But at the end of the day, Liverpool have scored, I think, 43 goals or 45 goals. 43 goals so far. Out of those 43 goals, you can be sure that Trent Alexander-Arnold would have 7 assists. Robertson, even Thiago in midfield, they'll get assists here and there. And in the end, you've given the award to one person who, by team effort, was able to achieve all that he was able to achieve. So it just doesn't make
sense. Then you wonder why people write articles and say the art of defending is dead. Of course, your messaging subconsciously, you're telling everybody and the kids that are coming through the ranks that, look, the defenders would never get recognized.
Yeah,
which is
but even the Italians have doubled down on defending, actually.
The reason someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a lot of recognition around the world it's not because he's a great defender.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
It's not because he's a great defender. So when they say the act of defending is done, we like Van Dijk. And as good a defender as Van Dijk is, we don't see Van Dijk for just defending. I was just talking about, we see Van Dijk because of his elegance.
Yeah.
So we're turning football to
charisma.
What we see on the eye, how beautiful it is. So we're killing the game. So in the end, Van Dijk knows if I have to win the Ballon d'Or, I have to maybe contribute a few goals here and there.
Rufai said it perfectly the other day. Said, look, I saw his stats on I don't know if you remember, on Bonucci. In the defender category.
Yeah.
Two assists.
You saw 2 assists.
Yeah, 2 assists.
He's a defender. Come on.
Absolute garbage.
Come on.
Come on. Defender.
If
you
the
went,
chief
writer
what happened?
or the chief editor.
What happened to clearances? What happened to last ditch tackles?
If you went for a tournament,
what happened to headers? How many he won?
Interceptions.
So number of headers in his 18-yard. Exactly what you want to see.
Let's take for example. Let's say you're a thief.
In that example, I'm not a thief.
For that, I will use Mr. X.
Okay, let's say Mr.
Now
X.
you be thief.
Let's say Mr. X is a thief, right? You love to break into safes.
No, Mr. X loves to break into saves.
Baba,
Mr. X
you be like you want
loves,
the unfortunate
Mr.
this
X
morning.
loves to break into saves. When every time you go, you try to, every time Mr. X,
Wahala.
every time Mr. X,
I will
by
stand
the
up for
you,
this
I'm not
place.
talking in by the
but
you,
just
I'm saying
stop
Mr.
this,
X.
stop
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 this.
Stop
Keep
it.
your hand
Stop
down.
this
Okay,
explanation.
okay,
Keep
okay.
your hand.
Every
No, no,
time,
no.
every time Mr. X, tries, to steal something from a safe, he goes to the safe.
Mr. X goes to the safe.
No,
he,
wait, the
Mr.
boy-
X,
Okay.
he goes to the safe and the safe is already open. And bear in mind, he loves it, right? He gets his high, his pride, he enjoys himself when he goes and he breaks into the safe and all that. But every time he goes there,
It's already open.
it's already open. So now he's going to be able to steal what he wants to steal
Without an effort.
without effort. So all the pride, the enjoyment, everything is gone. I don't know if you get what I mean.
No, I
so
don't.
when you say that you're bringing in policies, wait now, let me land it now. You're bringing policies and everything that is more or less killing the defensive side of the game. What pride is there for strikers if they can just walk into any defense and just score goals?
No, but which is why those players that played those years would say-
Do you
It was
say that?
no, it was a close shave, but you landed.
It was.
It was a toilet landing.
No. I
see, I could see the play. The play
But I knew where I was going.
I
This
know,
is-
I agree.
I knew where I was going.
That's the
But
thing.
why-
When
but that's
you're
why-
in a flight, the pilot knows what he's in, but let's communicate to me. Signal to me what you're doing.
which is why players that played in the earlier eras will tell you that the game is much easier now. I agree with what you're saying.
You get?
Yeah, they'll say the game is easier now.
You get?
definitely.
Where's the pride? Do you get? Like, I want to be able to say to younger ones that it was hard, but I did it. How am I going to say to younger ones that man, there's nothing there? The younger ones are going to look and say, Baba, but you just waka do this thing now. This door where you they shout, I go just go there, open them now. There's nothing you get. So where's the sense of competition?
Yeah, and that's that for that. So I always say it's a popularity contest. I kind of enjoy the conversation on social media. I see it, but it's what it is. If you ask me a Ballon d'Or, if I'm not working or getting paid to speak about it, I would never speak about it in a bar or anything like that.
But if Lewandowski had won it, what would you have done?
Lewandowski had won it. Look, for him, personal pride, great, right? For him, personal pride, fantastic. But personally, I don't care. He's the best. He's been the best player for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I have to say this again. There are things that you do as an organization that we can understand. The award didn't hold last year, but what was so hard to do the award
Virtual.
and hand this guy? No. This year,
You mean-
they've done
okay,
it.
maybe
give it to Lewandowski.
Hand this guy is 2020. Hand this guy if you so badly.
But I think in
wanted to give it
retrospect
to-
they are regretting that. Okay, so what happened
No,
was
no,
this:
no,
when
no.
when the
See-
league when the League One went on break,
Yeah.
they thought other leagues would join them, which is why they cancelled the Ballon d'Or.
I'd like to also say another thing.
Bro, no, but see, the thing is that
No, I'm just saying.
There was a gold opportunity for the Ballon d'Or to do right by Lewandowski.
I'd like to
right?
also say
the
another
Ligue 1 didn't have any standout player for the Ballon d'Or, so it didn't
Kylian
come
Mbappe,
into. Bro, please,
I get, but that's why they
look,
felt it would be unfair to
do
go
what?
ahead with it.
please,
when some of
Kylian could he have scored the amount of goals Lewandowski has scored if he kept playing? If he says so, let me knock him.
I also like to say something. Two things actually. First, Messi for just collecting award they go. All those speech that Lewandowski,
No, but he was being honest.
wait.
That's sportsmanship. I
No,
mean.
he was being honest. He knows.
he
If you
would.
ask Messi in his room, he will know.
God will bless
will
you.
he give him?
This award,
God will bless
I
you.
didn't
It's
deserve
good
it.
say you talk this thing. That honest way you talk. Oh yeah, make I continue.
But that's not what he said, though.
you see,
Messi thinks he deserves this award.
he said you deserve the last year one. He thinks he deserves this one.
This one.
So you see, that's where I'm going. Collect your award and go.
Okay.
That speech where he even talk for stage. Maybe
don't
for tell Lewandowski when they meet after I collect the award. But if na so you really think say he deserve that last one, this one where you collect, so why you no give am?
No, but because
Just give am the plaque.
No, but you
all
can't
of us
give
know
am.
say now you win am. Why you not just give am the plaque?
What happened
Say,
if-
bro, I have won so much. everybody knows that me win this one, but I want you to have a plan. If not so, it means so much to you.
You know, football players.
His children? Did you see?
They come in Ashwebi.
Did you see his
won it
children?
for them.
You know, the youngest
He didn't come in Ashwebi.
the youngest
Hey,
one.
God.
You know, when they announced Messi, he did like
did like
this. He never carry the thing, go give person. The boy go cuss you.
I actually have to hold this thought because I think it's important to say it. You know, football players speak about, every time they speak about institutional changes and how people that don't run football, people that don't know anything about football run football, right?
Yeah.
When it favors them, they don't
don't
say
talk anything.
everybody.
They keep quiet.
Everybody keeps quiet.
Messi now 2 times.
When
2010.
something happens and it doesn't favor them, say,
2012.
who are these guys that wear suits and ties that all
They don't know
want money
anything about
understand? That's a fantastic chance, opportunity
For Messi to do something.
To do something and say, look.
I have 6
don't know-
already.
Journalists, you guys don't know what you're doing, right? I've got 6 of these things in my house laying waste. Matter of fact, I saw Mike Tyson the other day say all these things are junks, right? So I have a chance to set the record straight, right? No disrespect, but with all due respect, I have no respect. You get. But Lewandowski, please come on stage.
You get.
What do you think? What do you think Ballon d'Or will do to him?
What do they? You see, it is going to be. It is recorded already that Messi won.
What do you
It is
think Ballon d'Or
just
will
a
do to
case
him?
of look. I think you deserved last year's, edition that didn't happen. So I want you to just have a plaque. It has been recorded that Messi won it this year. But I'm just saying, I want you to have a plaque.
I think he wants.
I don't know when you stand for stage.
You call him on stage.
He wants
All this is
living daylight
patronizing.
between him and
It's
other people that won the Ballon d'Or.
You see, God will bless you.
That's it,
You
bro.
see, this
So
is
in the
wedding
end-
when you want to do. This wedding, your wife no go leave you. You see, this one when you talk.
On that note,
Please, you get.
You see, Wale, this one when you talk last. God will bless
I
you.
give you 10
You see,
seconds
they always make
to
it
join
seem
this
like
thing.
now only Ronaldo, now one Ballon d'Or, one
You
Ballon d'Or.
get.
This thing that Wale says is true. It's
Me-
true.
Messi
That
one
means
time-
you want daylight between you and the other guys that are trying to win.
And please, who was that guy that came out and said Ronaldo said he wants to
That
win?
guy's a demon.
That guy.
Sorry.
So that guy, you get. I think that So that's the point I wanted to make on that. Footballers have the chance to always make the record straight and show how much power they have, right? And I always say, the practicality of what you, the reality of what you do is better than any innuendo. It's better than any. This is what should be done. You get to a point and you do it, and you show people that I'm better off doing it than actually talking about it. So on that note, let's done with that. Next thing I want to speak about is this uproar about Ronaldo's Factos. This thing is on social media, right? I think somebody made a comment about why Messi doesn't deserve it, and Ronaldo made a comment and said Factos, right? I think that players or people in positions of high influence need to know better that everything they do is scrutinized 100 million times, and Ronaldo's case is actually scrutinized 300 million times. He's the most followed person on Instagram, right? So maybe you should know better, right? Maybe you should know better, maybe. But
maybe you should.
But also,
But till you go talk before.
we have to realize that the money, the cars, the fame, the pictures, the cameras, the endorsements don't change
The man.
the DNA of a human being.
Fact.
Never for once, right? Never for once. People say, money changes people, and yes, it does. But, you still feel the things that natural guy
Money doesn't
on the
change you.
street feels. So if the guy sees the comment, sees the post, and he types Factos, right? Which is facts, pretty much facts, Iberian is Factos. Why is it such a big problem with that?
So
why
I
are you
think-
holding to higher standards than you would naturally hold yourself? Right? Hold on. Right? It's great for banter, and I understand the banter. But, my friend Pooja made a great point on social media, and I bookmarked it as well. A couple of years ago when Messi went off on the Argentine FA, resigned after every World Cup, he wasn't happy, he left the country and everything, and retired. That was him being human. You get? He's not happy with how things are. So all of a sudden, you expect this Mr. A, this Ronaldo guy, to be the most magnanimous guy because he has lost.
You be
Come
that.
on, come on. Make sense.
You be that case is actually very
Two people
different.
cannot wear sunshade on this
Do you
on this
know
set
why?
first. Relax. Please take off your socks. One of you have to decide.
No, in come
No, I
late.
met him.
No,
I
guy,
met
take-
him. I
take
met
off
him
your
here.
so-
So make I come out.
You did. You know, see, you meet them here.
But you be let me just
Who
make
does-
this
who
point.
does he think he
Number one, what that statement was saying was just crediting Ronaldo and totally discrediting another professional. If he was crediting maybe Lewandowski,
Right.
and you just said, okay, Messi doesn't deserve it. You think Lewandowski, and Ronaldo said fact. Yeah, that would have been very nice. That okay, this guy really wants someone else to win it. But the statement didn't even mention Lewandowski winning the award. He didn't mention it at all.
What did the statement say?
Bro, go read that. I think Instagram
now,
have
say
they've
the
taken down
statement
the
now. No,
page
just say the
already.
statement.
It was mentioning Ronaldo's achievement for that year, saying the number of goals he scored, what he won, being the highest scorer at the Euros and all. And Messi doesn't even deserve to make the top 3. Messi is stole the award. You know, some
And
very crazy
Ronaldo
statement.
has said factors.
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
The guy, the Ballon d'Or guy, the guy that said Ronaldo told him that his only ambition is to win more Ballon d'Ors.
Why did you go after that guy?
Wait now, his only ambition is to win more Ballon d'Ors than Messi.
My brother.
Yeah.
The guy works at Ballon d'Or, right?
No, he works. I think.
No, no.
Yeah,
He
the
actually
editor.
is the
I think
chief
he's the
editor
chief editor
of the organization.
of L'Equipe.
Yeah.
Do you think this same thing that you're saying about Ronaldo factors?
Yeah.
Do you think the same thing about that guy saying what he said?
Obviously no, because he's also a professional.
No.
That's why.
Have you
He
made
shouldn't-
as much fuss?
Sure you understand my
Ronaldo-
question.
Yeah, Ronaldo told him in how do they even say like, oh God, they tell you this thing in private to say, now wait till I want.
How you take
So-
no?
I didn't know
But-
Ronaldo
but-
tell
but
him.
he's-
The guy,
I didn't know Ronaldo
you
tell
hear
him.
what the guy said. The guy said Ronaldo had a personal discussion.
But Ronaldo has
with him.
now told you that he didn't say
didn't say
it.
it.
Why do you believe the guy more
So,
than
you guys-
you believe
that's the
Ronaldo's
question I'm
report?
asking.
Do you know how I believe the guy more? Do you know how I believe the guy more?
IBK, wait.
Let me tell you now. Let me tell you.
Laculate,
Do you know how I believe the guy more? Because Ronaldo's attitude, what he has shown in the last couple of days, is more of being envious than. Yes.
Explain it to us. Let's say what primary school kids.
Yeah.
Explain it to us. What you just said. That Ronaldo's attitude is like he's envious.
Yeah.
Please.
Bro, first thing first, you had to make a counter statement just some few hours to the Ballon d'Or Awards.
What counter statement?
Talking
About
about the
what the
guy
guy
is
said.
not
Okay.
something that has been out for a long time.
No.
Long time when the guy dropped it
No,
before
the
the
guy-
Ballon
the guy
d'Or.
dropped-
award.
the guy
It
dropped
was 2 days before the Ballon d'Or.
So
Two
it has a
days.
long time.
The guy dropped it 2
He had-
days before
listen,
Ballon d'Or.
listen,
Ronaldo
are you
responded
listening
when.
to me?
Relax.
He had to wait.
Ronaldo
He had
is.
to wait 1 hour.
IBK,
Yeah.
hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is not your average Nigerian celebrity that go on Twitter and tweet anything in their emotions.
Yeah.
They wait and they get
That
cleared.
was an official
They get
statement,
cleared
bro.
through the process. He's Ronaldo is the most popular person in the world.
Do you understand?
Do you
Most
understand?
followed person on
Do
Instagram.
you understand what that means?
See.
What that means is
Yeah.
that every
Statements
move you
don't
make,
just go out.
things don't go out unnecessarily.
Exactly.
There's a guy paid.
But you had to wait 1 hour before the
No,
award,
no,
right?
you have to.
Secondly,
Can you listen to what you just said? now?
IBK,
Secondly,
IBK.
second, no, you be a.
No, but did you hear what you said? That you have to go for it. A verified
I'm
process.
just telling you that what you said is BS.
This is the junction where I have to
You
chip
be.
in.
You
My
be.
my
You
big
be.
bro,
Boy,
my big
boy,
bros.
boy, you have to-
Wait, my big bros.
Who's your bro?
Big shout out to VJ Adams, by the way. When something happened to his account,
Yeah.
it took how many hours before he put out a statement from another account? That's VJ Adams in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We're talking Ronaldo. The most
Cristiano,
Are you
Dos Santos,
joking?
and Vieiro.
Bro, you have to wait 1 hour, right, before the award. Let's forget about that. Then again, it normal.
And it wasn't. That's a lie. It wasn't 1 hour for the award. No. Let's look.
If fan-
Let's
if
fact
fan-
check.
yeah, it wasn't
Let's
even 1
fact
hour
check that
before
before
the
you go on.
Yeah.
It wasn't 1
You
hour.
are
but
lying.
continue.
It wasn't 1 hour for the
Let him
award.
continue.
Can
Let
you
him
check
continue.
it?
You are lying.
Can
No,
you check
let's agree that it was
It
Can
one
you
was
hour.
check
not 1 hour.
it? Can you
No,
check it?
Baba, it was not 1 hour.
Can you check
Let's
it?
for the sake of
Baba,
let's
can you check it?
agree.
You
can
check
check
it.
it.
No, you check it.
No, let's agree that it was
Show
1
me
hour.
on my phone.
Continue.
Check out.
Give me that video.
6-1.
See, no.
Hat
The
trick
sec-
from
the
a
sec- the sec- the second one. Give me the second one is that. The second one. A random
The
fan
first
account.
splitting pass.
Now let me make a point that in 2018, Messi was the highest scorer in the whole of Europe. Messi was the highest scorer in La Liga. He won the La Liga. I think he won the Copa del Rey as
Don't
well.
think. Be factual.
Yeah, he won the Copa del Rey as well.
Come correct, I beg.
Messi finished 5th. Messi never made a statement.
Who won it? That's what you should mention.
No,
who
listen,
won
it's
it?
not about as
Mention who won it.
Look at the way. Look at what Messi has.
IBK, who won it?
Listen first.
It was the highest goal scorer in the whole review. What if the person that won it was the highest goal scorer on Earth and on Mars?
2018. It was Modric.
Modric won it,
It
right?
was Modric.
It was a World Cup year.
It was Modric.
What's the
So
biggest?
what are you saying?
In the World Cup that Messi got knocked out in the second
Messi
round.
got knocked out in the second round.
World Cup year. Ronaldo won Ballon d'Or World Cup year.
Is it live? Messi won it that year.
In
2010.
2014.
In 20.
Put your money.
No,
Put your money.
2010.
2014.
Wait, 2010.
2010 World Cup
2010
year, Messi won it.
Messi won it.
Messi
Messi
won it. Who won it?
2014
what's the
Argentina
fuss
got
about?
He's saying that it's a World Cup year. I'm
Ogbeni,
saying
Ogbeni,
that does not change anything. You can win. You
No,
don't need to win the
all
World
I'm
Cup
telling
before.
you is that during that World Cup year, Modric performed high and mighty at the World Cup than everybody that was on the top
Bro,
league.
So
bro.
does that now mean Messi should finish fifth?
Hold on.
yeah,
In 2014, Modric won it, Abi?
No.
No.
it has to be Messi.
2018.
Because
If
No,
you-
2014, Messi
if
won
you
it because
came-
Ronaldo-
I don't know if you- I don't know if you
Ronaldo.
came early enough,
Yes.
right, to listen to when I was reading out the criteria. One of the criteria is career achievements, right?
Yeah.
Has anybody between Messi and Ronaldo ever won 3 Champions League titles back to back to back?
Ronaldo.
No, Ronaldo won. Yes, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
So if you put Ronaldo and Modric
And the
side by
third
side,
title was, I think, when 20 what?
No, you be.
No,
I'm not,
hold
I'm
on a
not
sec,
saying,
hold
I'm
on
not
a
saying
sec.
Messi should win it. You don't get my. See, I'm talking why Ronaldo should not make that comment. That's my point. There was a season Messi finished fifth.
Oga,
He was the highest scorer in
Do you
Europe.
think Messi? Do you think Messi should have done?
He had the start to even make top.
Do you
three.
think Messi
agree?
should have
Do
done
you-
what he did with the Argentine FA?
It's for his team, right? He's a captain.
He should have done it, Abi.
Yes, he's the
Do you
captain.
think he should have attacked the Barcelona administrator that he doesn't know anything about football the way he
He's the
did?
captain. Yes.
So he should have done it.
He's the
But
captain.
Ronaldo cannot say facts.
Facts.
What Ronaldo is saying. What
You
Ronaldo
see,
is
let
saying
me tell you,
is
the
that-
same problem with you is the same problem with a certain governor that
should
want to
I,
walk.
should I tell you something? Baba, you should not discredit your fellow professional. Olakunle Rufai, you should not discredit your fellow professional. It is very wrong.
Okay, no,
All of us,
IBK,
we do the same
it is the same you on this set.
Gentlemen,
Same you on this set.
gentlemen,
No,
Make it up.
no. It is the same you. It is the same you on this set. It is the
Water,
same you
please.
on this set.
Yes.
That said, one egbon. If no be say this thing, make I no mention a name. But if I see her face to face, I go do
Yes, I don't go Instagram. Go power for the Egbon now. I don't go anywhere. I say I see am face to face.
What you
I say if I see am
just said, what
face
you
to
just
face.
said is you
Yes.
should never discredit your colleague, which is a BS
Baba,
statement.
I don't discredit
That's what
am.
you just said.
I thought if I meet am
And guess what? This same Egbo they talk about.
Yes.
You tackle him for Twitter, yes or no? You went after him on Twitter, yes or no?
See.
No, I don't see anything. I don't see one. Did you tackle him on Twitter or not?
Because
Did
my
you
boss
tackle
said,
him
my
on
boss said,
Twitter?
Did you tackle him on Twitter?
Did you give him a last week tackle?
because waiting the Egbon talk.
Eh,
It's
so
very wrong. Yes, waiting the Egbon talk, they very wrong.
You are
Okay,
coming- you are
Waiting the
coming
Egbon talk,
home
they very
now.
wrong.
money as if I mean.
gentlemen. I realize that a lot of people are probably driving.
It's just the family.
Why they shake
No,
up?
it's just the family.
Don't shake this guy down.
Nice guy.
The thing is that calm down. Wait for what's coming. I realize that a lot of people are driving and probably trying to get to work and stuff like when they listen to the podcast. So I realize that our voices are too loud. However, one thing I can tell you for free is that you hold your fourth very well, right? And that's great. What I can tell you, and the next thing I can tell you is that even when you're saying BS, you hold your fourth.
And congratulations for that.
And look, I tell you what, this
Cheers
in this
to
moment,
Cheers to-
do you remember that scene that Jon Snow was like this, and there was an army coming? Yeah, that's what you're doing. But IBK, you cannot sincerely sit down and tell me that with everything.
That's the word,
put
sincerely.
forward. Yeah, you can't do that in the quiet of your room.
Is it about who deserves
The
the
Bible
Ballon d'Or?
says that when God was walking in the quiet of the garden.
I like this new beer.
Hallelujah.
Even though they quote man,
You look like you're committing yourself
No,
to heavenly race. Heavenly race.
You don't know that.
What's going on? You like say you be just meet one new person.
Heavenly race.
You don't know that.
Heavenly
You don't
race.
know that verse.
Eh?
They say the Lord was walking in the quiet of the garden. You know it, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I know
IBK.
it very well.
In the cool. This man you must marry on December.
They BS you. You and wife BS you. Wetin you expect?
Na December.
The first place where I meet Wole na inside church. So wetin they expect?
Fantastic. So there is that. That's down the Ballon d'Or, right? Let's get away from that. I think
Producer, we need more drinks, please.
we need more drinks.
IBK has just come and scattered the whole
We
place.
need
Now
water
we're
as well.
testing.
We need water as well.
Are we
So,
going on
We
a
need
short
water,
break?
please.
are we going on a short break?
Are we going on a short break?
Please, let's
We don't do the short break for it.
let's do a short break.
Short break,
Let's do a short break. Refill.
I need to quickly hit the, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me hit the
IBK,
So no.
you won't kill me.
Abigail, you're calling the top.
Is there as a family?
You get. As a family.
Always a pleasure to have you on the Hindsight Podcast. Subscribe, like, comment. We'd just like to have your thoughts shared on the Hindsight Podcast. It's great fun for us recording this one, and we also love to hear from you as well. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your messages, your comments. See you again in the next episode.